Hello, YouTube world. My name is Eric Kovalevsky. I'm a game developer, artist, writer, actor, and just a generally creative and geeky person. Yesterday was a special day for me. I participated in my very first game jam. Now, for those who don't know, a game jam is basically a quick little marathon, in this case consisting of 48 hours, in which you have to create a video game, from scratch, right, from a conceptual level, and then develop it into something that's working and hopefully fun and somewhat polished, or as much as it can be in such a short time. This is a quick one, a smaller one called a 48 Secret Jam, and we were given 10 topics, and we had to choose two of them and intertwine them into the game. So among the 10 topics, I chose one that's deja vu and unconventional weapons. And with the help of a random spectator, or at least suggestions, I decided to make a shoot 'em up where when an enemy's bullet hits you, it takes you back in time. So it takes you to where you were 5 seconds ago. It was a little out of my comfort zone, so it's exciting. And I started implementing some of the mechanics for it. So I wanted to release a development log and just show a person's first experience with a game jam and what it's like. So I'm using Game Maker 1.4, and those who are familiar with Game Maker might wonder why I'm not using Game Maker 2.0. Well, the reason for that is that a while ago I acquired all of the licenses for this version of Game Maker from Humble Bundle for really cheap, for like $8 total. So this way I'm allowed to publish my game to Windows, Mac, Android, HTML5, all the computer-based platforms. So that's the reason why I'm working with, I guess you could say, an older and, I don't want to call it deprecated entirely, but an older and less advanced version of the software. So the first thing you're going to see is just this generic menu. This was a pre-made library that I had, and aside from your usual start game and such, I implemented a control choice here so that what it does is it cycles through all the, well, keyboard by default, and then it cycles through all the input devices that you have connected, and then you can choose which one you want to use. So once you do that, we can start up the game, and so this is what I worked on my first day. So as you can see, the scientist is shooting these egg-like projectiles at you, right? And once one hits you, it's gonna transport you back to where you were 5 seconds ago and transport all the projectiles back as well. I want the scientist to go back too, but I guess I haven't implemented that yet. So that's the basic mechanics that I have going, and then with the press of a button, if you have a tricky situation, you can slow time down, and then you can get out from between the bullets. So that, and I guess your own bullet that can destroy the scientist. That's what I have so far, just a quick basic little prototype. I'm going to develop a couple more types of enemies and create a little level that you scroll through, and probably definitely overhaul the graphics, but probably go in a different visual direction as well. So that was my progress from day one. The jam started at 6 p.m. and I worked until about 11:30 on it, so I guess I'm pretty happy with what I managed to accomplish on the first day. But today is when the real fun begins, and I'm gonna start to add a few extra enemies and then create the art assets for it. So that should be really cool. So I hope you join me in the next devlog, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much.